Vivid Dreams During Pregnancy by Lava Lunar. These dreams are based off of real events.
On July 22nd, I met my boyfriend, dated for a couple of months, and I got pregnant at the age of 18. He wanted to stay with me throughout the whole pregnancy and moved in with me. My mother was upset about it at first, but later accepted it. One night, I remember going to bed and trying to stay warm as possible. It was winter and unfortunately, we didn't have the electric on at the time. The only utilities that were on was gas and water. The gas heated up the fireplace in the living room. Sometimes that wasn't enough to keep us warm. We had to wear double-layer clothes and snuggle up together. My boyfriend and I headed upstairs to the attic room and turned off the lantern. This is when my first nightmare began. I dreamed of laying in bed and got up because I heard a baby crying. I went to check on the child and out of nowhere a lady in white appeared. She was very pale and bleeding out of her mouth and stomach. She yelled, "Give me back my baby," and chased me. She attempted to push me down the stairs. I woke up from the nightmare, then told my boyfriend about the dream. He also told me he had a nightmare which had the same woman in his dream. Except for he was in the basement. He seen my brother go in the basement, and when chasing after him, he couldn't find him. The basement was getting darker and there was a man hiding in the darkness. He started chasing after my boyfriend and he ran towards the basement door. He got close to the door and the woman closed it and the man grabbed him by his legs and started dragging him. He woke up from his nightmare because I shook him. I began telling him that I had a nightmare and he told me that he had one as well. I had a second nightmare after childbirth, which was inside the hospital. I had a second nightmare after childbirth, which was inside the hospital bed. In this dream, I was laying in the hospital. A nurse walked in and asked if I was okay. I nodded and said yes. I took a good look at her and noticed her gown. It resembled the dresses nurses wore in 1970. I realized that nurses no longer wear that wardrobe in 2009, which was a little odd to me. It seemed like I traveled to the past. The dream felt so real because I didn't recall falling asleep. The dream took a turn when another patient entered the room. Doctors were treating this patient because they'd lost a lot of blood. They were in so much pain and all I could hear were their screaming. Doctors began to give them surgery. My heart started to beat faster and I began to freak out from seeing blood and exposed organs. I then woke up from that dream. I sat up to try to piece together what I seen and looked in the direction where all of this was happening. Nothing was there. I was the only one in the room. The placement was wrong because the area where the other client was located was actually a bathroom and my room was only for one client, which didn't make any sense. The last dream I had was when we moved out of my mom's place and into our first apartment. My boyfriend, daughter, and I were laying in bed. This dream felt different. It was an outer body feeling because I could see myself sleeping as if I was in third-person mode. I walked out my room into my child's empty room and seen a figure in all black wearing a hoodie. I couldn't see their face, which made it hard to figure out if it was a male or female. This unknown person came out of the closet and walked into the hallway and entered my room. Then walked by the bed where I was laying. It was standing over my body for a few minutes, not saying a word. My view changed into first-person mode. I looked up at them and yelled, "What the hell do you want?" No reply. "Who are you, and why are you standing over us?" Again, no answer. I began to panic because I couldn't figure out what it wanted. Its appearance creeped me out because I was hoping it wasn't the Grim Reaper standing over me. I didn't see a scythe in its hand. I was also hoping it wasn't a ghost. I woke up from that dream and was feeling a strong energy in front of me. I couldn't see anything but it felt as if someone was still standing over me. I couldn't go back to sleep because of that feeling. I have many dreams that I remember vividly after my firstborn, some good ones and some that are nightmares.
Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe for more content.